YouTube, Quinn Wade, coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever, of course. And we're going to talk about how the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Denver Nuggets 121 to 111. The Nuggets go to 33 and 17 and 14 and 10 at home. The Thunder go to 39 and 11 and 18 and 6 on the road. OKC won the first quarter 32 to 26. They lost. They actually ended up winning the second quarter 30 to 29. In the third quarter 39 to 30. They lost the fourth quarter 26 to 20. But it didn't matter. They were still able to win by double figures. Hardenstein had some trouble guarding Jokic throughout the game, and he ended up only scoring 4 points in 22 minutes. He went 2 of 4 from the field. He only had 5 rebounds in this one assist, 3 turnovers, and a steal. And he also had 2 offensive rebounds and was a +4 and plus minus. As long as he's physical, as long as he's competing and trying to still play his position at a high level, you're happy with whatever he gives you. Jokic is one of the toughest covers in the game, and he didn't even score 20 points in this game. And you can make an argument that he didn't even dominate this game. And Hardenstein may not be the biggest reasons, but just having another body to throw at him is always a good thing, because you also have Chet, who didn't have a great scoring night from the field because he went 3 of 10 from the field and 14 points is what he got. But he also went 1 of 7 from 3. But he was really, really good help defending and staying, in that paint to alternate shots or block them, because he did finish with 3 blocks. He also went 7 of 8 from the free throw line for him to finish with 14 points in 28 minutes. He only had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 turnover. He also had 2 personal fouls and was a +10. Congratulations on Chet getting his first All-Star appearance. That's good to see for him. And Shai Gilgeous, he was unstoppable. He was basically doing whatever he wanted to the defense. He was bending the defense at will, and it was his game, and he really went out there and showed why he's the MVP. I feel like going into this game, he was already MVP in my book, and he just proved it again in this game. 33 minutes, 34 points, 11 of 16 from the field, a lot of stop and pop mid-range jumper, a lot of drives to the basket. They couldn't stop him from getting past him, or they couldn't stop him from missing too much, so they had to foul him because he was just that hard to guard. He also went 1 of 2 from 3. He's shooting a decent percentage from 3, above 36%. And he's not taking a lot, but he doesn't need to, because he's just that hard to guard and stay in front of anyway. And then he benefited from it by going 11 of 13 from the free throw line. And on top of that, when they did try to help, or they did try to get the ball out of his hands, it led to baskets, and he had 13 assists because of that. But you have to trust and let your teammates do what they can do, and you also got to believe in them. He did that, and that's good leadership. 5 rebounds. He did have 4 turnovers, though, 2 steals and a block, 1 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, and was a +22 and plus minus. Lugens Dort, 32 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 9 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. He took some jumpers and stuff like that. That's sometimes he can make it, sometimes he doesn't. But you just like the fact that he just ain't out there just being passive. You just want him to try to make the right play and the right decision. If that's taking a slightly contested shot, he's capable of making it. That's why I say that. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, 1 offensive rebound, +16 and plus minus for him. And then Cason Wallace was just bombing threes over and over again. He went 7 of 11 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 9 of 14 from the field, which was great. And he had 27 points, which was the second highest on the team. Somebody was going to have a big night for them to beat a team like Denver. And tonight it was Cason Wallace's. He also had 6 boards, no turnovers, 2 steals, 3 offensive boards, and 1 personal foul. And it was a +14 and plus minus. And another guy that was really letting that thing fly was Aaron Wiggins. 25 minutes for him, 14 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. He was really doing a good job of just hoisting him up whenever he got room or space. Jokic and other guys was sacking off late. Y'all can take that. Y'all can have it. And they was hurting him a lot in this game by that decision. And he shot 1 or 2 from the free throw line, had 6 boards, 1 turnover, 2 steals, and a block, 1 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and a +6 and plus minus. And then Jalen Williams, the big guy, He played 24 minutes. He made some good decision with his passing. He finished with 4. He did get a turnover. He also went 3 of 5 from the field and 2 of 3 from the 3-point line for those 8 points. His 8 points might not seem like a lot, but they came at right the moments. So it ended up being big at those times. He also had 3 steals and a block. That really helped him out a lot. He's mainly out there for his defense and his mobility at those positions, and it worked out. 2 offensive board, 3 personal fouls, and a +7 and plus minus. Brooks, he played 3 minutes. He didn't do anything but get 2 personal fouls and finish as a -8 and plus minus. Zhang ended up playing 3 minutes also, but he went 0 of 3 from the field and 0 of 2 from 3. He also had no turnovers, no personal fouls, was a -8 and plus minus. Kenrich Williams, 18 minutes. He had 5 points. He went 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 2 boards, 2 assists, and 1 turnover. He also had 2 steals, and all his rebounds was offensive. He had no personal foul, was a -6 and plus minus. He was able to score. He was able to make some opportunities happen because of his defense. You have to be happy with his performance. And Isaiah Joe, he went 3 of 9 from 3. They kept leaving him open. They kept giving him the room. Let it fly. I mean, that's the best shot is the open one. So even if it's from 3, try to knock him down. He was able to get 3 of them to go down. He also had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and a turnover. 1 personal foul and was a -7 and plus minus. And then the Denver Nuggets played everybody as they should because they was really down bad in this one. Spencer Jones, 28 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 2 from the field. It was all threes. Of course, he's going to try to knock down the open ones. They're going to give it to him because they feel that he can do it. And it worked since he made all of them that he was able to shoot. 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound. The problem with his night was the 5 personal fouls. And the Thunder is a fast, quick, athletic team. They're hard to stay in front of sometimes. And a -22 is what he had. Jokic had some trouble. 29 minutes, 16 points, 6 of 9 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have 7 boards, 8 assists, but he had 6 turnovers, and he didn't really dominate this one, didn't really look to score that much. He deferred a lot in this game, and it just wasn't a good strategy to me, but he also didn't really have it in him, really, it seemed like, to try to take over and score the basketball, and it seemed like he didn't really want to, if I had to be honest about it. 1 steal, 2 offensive board, 2 personal fouls, and a -7 and plus minus. Jamal Murray, 35 minutes. He had 12 points. He went 4 of 16 from the field and 1 of 8 from 3. Some of the shots he just flat out missed. Some of the shots he had to dribble, and try to find ways to make it. And sometimes he just got locked up. And just to be honest with you, they have so many long athletic players that can be guarding him. And even if he takes one out, they got so many more to throw at him. And it ended up slowing him down when it came to him creating his own shot and trying to score. He did have 5 rebounds and 12 assists. He finished with a double-double still. That's how good him and Jokic are. They still going to get some type of respectable numbers by the end of the game. 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 personal foul, and a -13 and plus minus. Jalen Pickett, he played 18 minutes. He had 7 points. He went 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. He had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover. He also had 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and a -9 and plus minus. And then you look at Peyton Watson. He was the go-to scorer for them in this game, had 29 big points, played the most minutes, 37. And then he went 11 of 17 from the field, 5 of 7 from 3. He was really efficient in this one. The only problem was the 2 of 4 from the free throw line and the 4 turnovers that he had. Other than that, he's looking like a bucket at this point in his career. He feels the needs offensively. He can get his own sometimes too. He can make plays defensively and get out in transition. He's just a solid wing player for them, and they just got to be happy that they have him. 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 personal fouls, and a -9 and plus minus for him. Hunter Tyson, 3 minutes, 5 points. He went 1 of 1 from 3. He did go 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 1 rebound, no turnovers, no personal fouls, and a +7 and plus minus. Zeke Naji, 3 minutes. He missed his only field goal. He did have a board, no turnovers, and a personal foul was a +7 and plus minus. And then Day'Ron Holmes played 3 minutes also, but he scored his only field goal and got 2 points because of that. He had no turnovers and no personal fouls, was a +7 and plus minus. Jonas Valanciunas, 13 minutes, 13 points. He was 6 of 11 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. He's going to try to find a way to slow down and get exactly where he wants to on the court and try to hit a hook or a push shot. And he did a good job of that. If not, he's going to hit the fadeaway. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and a block. 3 personal fouls, 2 offensive boards, and a -8 and plus minus. Tim Hardaway Jr., 25 minutes. He had 3 points because he went 3 or 4 from the free throw line. Other than that, he went 0 4 from 3, 0 6 from the field. They needed him to have a bigger game and a bigger impact on the game. Not the case. He did have 6 boards. He did have 3 steals in the block, but they needed him to put balls in the basket too. And 1 turnover. He had 2 personal fouls, was a -6 and plus minus. Bruce Brown, they left him open a couple times. He went 2 or 4 from 3. He was able to attack him sometimes too and went 3 or 4 from the free throw line, but he did finish 2 of 6 from the field. He had 3 rebounds, no turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. And Julian Strawther, 22 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. The 3 assists ended up being the most off the bench. He also had 1 turnover, 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, no personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. 79 field goals by the Nuggets, 49%. 85 for the Thunder, 47%. 48 3-pointers taken by the Thunder, 40%. 35 taken by the Nuggets, they shot 46%. And then 27 free throws by the Thunder, 81%. 24 for the Nuggets, but they only made 71% of. The game was a little closer. They needed to make some of those. But they also, both teams had 39 rebounds total. But the Nuggets had 29 assists. The Thunder had 23. 17 turnovers for the Nuggets, 13 for the Thunder. 9 steals for the Nuggets, 12 for the Thunder. 4 blocks for the Nuggets, 6 for the Thunder. 8 offensive boards for the Nuggets, 12 for the Thunder. 31 defensive rebounds for the Nuggets, 27 for the Thunder. And then 20 personal fouls for the Nuggets, 21 for the Thunder. A good win, like I said. The Thunder would love to get this win. They would love to show that they can compete with them. Obviously, they have guys missing, like A.J. Mitchell, for a big part of their bench. Obviously, Jalen Williams is still out, and they're looking at it like we still been beating the best teams out there. We've been competing with the best teams. We done lost a couple games more than we would like lately, but we still have the best record. We still have the best player in the league, and we're still trying to go out there and play our best basketball as best as we can. And everybody wants to beat us. Everybody wants that challenge in the bragging rights of doing that. And it was good to beat a team that most people feel like we'll be competing against. And if we had to get through them to win the championship, because we have that much respect for them, and so do everybody else in the world, which is the Nuggets. And this was a good, hard-fought team win for the Thunder, and they should be proud of themselves that they was able to, get it done and win. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Other than that, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for checking out the channel. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.